What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today I have the first this is a new series on my channel, Aviation Expo news videos for you guys. I hope you guys are excited for this new series of videos. And yes, this is to do with the brand new event, Aviation Expo, that I attended July 8th through the 11th in Seattle. New dates and information on Dallas are already out. So we're gonna read this newsletter, and then we'll jump over onto Aviation Expo current website for more news and other things. So yes, Aviation Expo is concluded in Seattle. So it says, "Hi everybody, Aviation Expo 2026 in Seattle is officially in the books. We want to give a huge thank you to everyone who joined us in Seattle and helped make our first Aviation Expo a fantastic event. We'll view the recap in a sec. And then attendees came together for through the week of for one kind aviation tours, the marketplace, speakers, special events, plane spotting, model aircraft, airline memorabilia, and plenty of great advocate conversations. I know I have had some. Yep, Aviation Expo 27 in Dallas. It'll be a few of my friends first repeat, of a place for an aviation convention, but yeah. Then I had the pleasure of going on the Boeing Ever Factory tour, the Alaska Airlines Hangar tour, Kenmore Air tour, and the Museum of Flight. And then also I've been to three speakers, which that video will probably come out a little after this. I'm still working on that. Um, and then it's great to hear this. This especially when I first read this gave me really nice. Let me highlight so you guys can see it. Um, So to show our appreciation for hospitality, our tour partners gave to our attendees. The Aviation Expo team will be donating to the charities chosen by Alaska Airlines, Kenmore Air, Boeing Company, and Museum of Flight. Our tour partners were incredible in making um, aviation, Aviation Expo a success, and we can't thank them enough. So that's just great to see, for them personally. And then if you don't know who the Aviation Expo team, you'll see it at the end of this email. And then there's just some photos of this. This is the ballroom. And then also, here's this. We also want to thank every attendee who registered, booked a tour, supported our marketplace, exhibitions, or exhibit, I don't know. Attended the seminar, shared photos online. I know I definitely have. I have tons of videos coming out for that. A lot of which you've probably seen by the time this video is going out. Well, it just depends when I decide to post this. But anyway, help spread the word or stop by to say hello. Whether you joined us for an entire event or walked into the marketplace for just a bit, you helped make Aviation Expo 2026 in Seattle possible. A big thank you also for the volunteers or sponsors of this, like Alaska Airlines, Kenmore, Boeing, Museum Flight, and then also we can't forget about John, our bus driver to Kenmore. If you don't know, John. Yeah, there are a bunch of great memories. If I was to do like a greatest memories, well, I'm gonna do a video on that. That's a tough one, actually. Yeah, you'll see a bunch of that stuff. I can definitely say there are a bunch of great chants in there. And then, yeah, also Double Chief Staff, like, all these guys deserve so much credit, of course, like, it was a great deal for, like, Connor, yeah, why am I saying this? You guys all know this, if you went there, Connor, Chris, and, Steve, they put on a great show, and then, of course, wouldn't be, without all the bus drivers, again, like John and the Double Chief Staff, and everyone worked behind the scenes. There are many moving parts throughout the week, and we could not have made it to the gate without your support. Is that an airline pun? I mean, oh yeah, it is. All right, and then they also, I heard they were taking like new things into consideration so they can make Expo better in the future. We'll see that next year in Dallas or as future newsletters will be coming out, and then we'll be sending our attendee survey very soon. And we want to hear from you. Please share what you enjoyed, what you would change. What do you want to see in future shows? I think one thing, if we want to do like a Friday thing next year, because you'll see the dates for it. Actually, you see it right here. I believe that's like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Um, so I think what you should do is, since we will be in Dallas, and I think everyone knows what's there is Founders Plaza. I think for a Friday night like plane spotting thing, you should go there. As long as the weather is fine, then I think you'd be able to do that. If not, then we'll just find a way to make it great. I'll just probably hang out. Anyway, next up, Aviation Expo 2027, Dallas Fort Worth, June 24th through the 27th of 2027. God, we're almost up in 2030s. Anyway, we have some exciting plans in the works for Dallas Fort Worth, including major aviation tours, historic aircraft flight experiences, an exciting marketplace, unique evening activities, speakers, plane spotting, and much more. I'll show you also a post on my channel I made regarding Aviation Expo 2027 in Dallas. I'm already signed up, and I hope you guys are going too. And this is something in every single new video. Brightness a little bit. Sorry to keep shaking my camera. Sorry. So yeah, stay tuned as we're just getting started. Thank you again for believing in our new event, supporting the Aviation Expo team, and helping us make aviation history in Seattle. And I was telling Mark, Gemma Jits 1975 fellow, that Aviation Expo will definitely be back in Seattle within the next decade. There's just so much going on there. That's like the thing. You can't fit everything into just 4 days that we're here. There has to be more. It's maybe even if it does come back, some of the other stuff. That I'll also be doing at the end of the video. Since we're close to 2030, I will be predicting the new Aviation Expo places for the next 3 years, 2028, 2029, and 2030. Well, yeah, up to the new decade. There's just some more. This is Alaska Hangar Tour. This looks like a Brian Keane seminar. This is not me. I was at his beginner one, actually, and I got a photo with him, which is actually now my wallpaper on my phone. And then, yeah, here's your Aviation Expo team. Steve Crossgrove, Chris Schlimmer, who I met. I technically actually did meet him in Denver for airliners, but it was cool to see him again. And then, of course, Connor. He's actually already commented on a few of my Aviation Expo posts, and just like, it's just fire. Well, that's what I kind of put for one of them. But anyway, and then, yeah, so we're excited to announce that Aviation Expo 2027 will be held in the heart of Texas at Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. I guess Houston is too, but if you're wondering about these dates, this is actually when airlines will be happening. So basically now, like, vendors will have the choice of either going down to Houston or to Dallas. Of course, I'll be attending Expo in the near future, and I have no intentions on attending airliners ever again. And then the host hotel is the Embassy Suites by Hilton DFW Airport North. And the show dates are June 24th through 27th, 2027. Registration table booking are available. See, I was thinking about getting a table, but at the same time, like, I don't have anyone there that could watch it. Unless if I want to ask any of the guys, see if they want to help me. But next year, I'll probably only be selling a few models, like, I think 5. Because I actually decided to keep a lot of them just because, I feel like, I don't know what I do without those models. But anyway, registrations and table booking. The hotel booking link, tour opportunities, and more information will be available soon. And then while tables are going fast, click here to register tables, and then there's the official flyer. And then there's your Aviation Expo team. There's their photos for it, and I actually have downloaded the flyer. And again, like every month and every time there's a new newsletter, I'll make a video on it, and then basically I'll just be giving you updates on my expo and those like monthly Aviation Expo videos, all leading up until Aviation Expo 2027 is in Dallas. And I just can't wait to see what this show will be like in the future. I'm very excited to see what Steve, Chris, and Connor will all cook up for the next show. Speaking of which, let's go to the Expo website, see what is new. So currently, on the homepage, this is what you can see. So you have Aviation Expo 2027 brings the aviation community together for all 4 days with what does that say? With the marketplace, exclusive tours, flights, and speakers and more. So you can see one-of-a-kind tours, world-class marketplace, learn from aviation experts. I'm hoping Brian Keane would be back there, back in Dallas, so that'd be sweet. 4 days with aviation community, and if we zoom in on this, you guys know who that is. That's Brandon. That's Gabriel, and then that's actually me right in the back right there. yeah, that's me like right in the back. So I proud I made like half a cover, and I actually did on I believe it was Final Approach Collectibles Insta page. Um, I don't really want to show you that. I admit, I don't know why. It's not like it's bad. I just feel like I could have done a way better pose, quote unquote, for that. And then I didn't actually even see this in Seattle. Apparently this was there. This is like I believe SeaTac models with the N gates or the satellite gates for Alaska Airlines. Um, and then of course you have the hotel, the aviation community, and so I actually have the collector's bundle. And I have the registration, and then 193. That's a good rate for airport view room. Of course, I'll be going with my mom. She's an absolutely amazing person. She loves going to these things with me. And then again, like you have Steve, Connor, and Chris. We're just gonna read these here. Of course, you can't see all of it here, but um, we're just gonna read it anyway. So Steve Crossgrove is the publisher and driving force behind Airways Magazine, one of the most respected and longest-running aviation publications in the United States. Steve's passion for aviation and media expertise play a central role in shaping the vision of Aviation Expo and helping connect enthusiasts, professionals, and collectors in a dynamic and engaging way. Connor McCauley. Connor McCauley is an entrepreneurial, aviation enthusiast, and professional. He's the business operations coordinator at Tulsa International Airport, founder of CM Aviation, and an Oklahoma State University alum. Wonder if that's supposed to say an alumni, but I don't know. Of course I am very young. I'm probably like the youngest content creator at these shows, but hey, that's something I can actually. That's nice. Well, at least for now. I don't know anyone else, but anyway, with a BS in aviation management, Connor uses his knowledge and experience to share expert content and insights, along with helping others develop their aviation knowledge, experiences, and skills. This makes him a valuable resource for attendees looking to expand their reach within the aviation community. And then finally, Chris Slimmer. Chris Slimmer is a highly knowledgeable aviation expert with deep insights into airline history, flight operations, and the evolving airline industry. Chris's ability to blend their industry understanding with experience in event planning aims to create a distinct and well coordinated experience for all attendees. And then there you go. Here's like the two separate flyers we have here. Expo of 26 and then Expo of 27 in Dallas. Um, and then yeah, so we'll go up here and we'll explain basically. So here's like some of the news and stuff. Thank you, Expo. This was the there we go. This was the final newsletter for. Actually, no, this wasn't it. For 2027. There's again like a great view of the ballroom. And then here's the registrations. Here you go. If you do hear that thing running, that is my fan. I'm not a fan of it, but anyway. And then here's the hotel. So I probably will talk to my mom because she and me are like my parents are so chill. Um, but yeah, we'll probably end up just getting a airport room. I mean, like 193. That's not bad. Like that's not bad. Um, for like 3 nights, I may try like 4 because actually I don't want to explain too much right now. But what I'm thinking is I don't think any of the guys are like watching this. Like I may want to get there a little early, just so I can be there and help them like unpack Chris's van of memorabilia and stuff like that. As I actually helped pack up Slimmerville this year. Um, but yeah. Anyway, now on to tours. So here's basically our preliminary tour lineup. First, American Airlines headquarters and hangars. Plans are being developed for possible American Airlines experiences to connect experiences connected to corporate operational training or aircraft maintenance facilities in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And then we're just gonna show you guys all these. So Southwest Airlines HQ and hangars, historic DC-3 and Stinson flights, DFW Airport Ops, Dallas Left Field Airport Ops. Those two I'm most excited for. Um, just because, like, I love just being able to go around the airport and just, like, see what's all about. Um, JSX headquarters and hangars, just like Southwest, both headquarters are located near Dallas Love Field. Sierra Smith Museum, Frontiers of Flight Museum, and Alliance Businesses, Aviation, and more. And then basically here's your like DC-3 and Stinson flights. Um, and then how booking will work. So you guys know, register for Aviation Expo 2027, watch for confirmed tour announcements, and book quickly when reservations opens. Oh yeah, I'm definitely keeping an eye out because these two are gonna sell like hot. If I can get one, that would be nice. And then I think the other one that would be cool is doing a historic DC-3 flight. I didn't do any of the Kenmore Air flights this year just because, budget. But yeah. And then tour bookings will be coming soon and tour schedule. Then here's basically like your prices for the tables and stuff like that. There's no schedule currently listed, but they do say it'll be out in fall 2026, so that is actually kind of soon. It is July when I'm recording this, but I think you'll be seeing this in August. I don't know. And then there'll be a brand new career day, basically. So this year is only a few tables, with just like a few airlines, but then, Steve Cosgrove, at like Connor's seminar on the last day, he was basically saying we're hoping that next year, basically like, what was it? That we're hoping like people from airlines like can come here and just talk to these people or kids about what they want to do. So not me. I know I come to these events like I love aviation, like I never traded for anything else, but my sort of career path I want to go down is becoming a sports broadcaster. Like one of my family friends, John Forsland, he's an NHL commentator if you guys don't know that, but yeah. Yeah, and then shows. Here's basically the upcoming shows we have. So we have August 8th, Newark Outdoor Airport and Aero Jumbo. August 15th, LAX Collectible Show. August 29th, Cleveland Airline Collectible Show. September 5th, Buzz Combe Down Aero Jumbo. Although that's British, I don't know how. Moss Street Aviation Collectors Fair. Newark and New York Airline Show on September 12th. There are actually two happening on September 5th, those two. September 19th, you have the Paris CDG Airliner Convention. September 26th is the San Francisco Airline Collectibles Show and Sale. October 3rd, the Atlanta Airline Collectibles Show. See, I'm thinking about doing this one, but at the same time, like, the Grand Junction Air Show is actually returning, and then Blue Angels will be there along with the C-17s. Although I know Poke Aviation will be here, and maybe on Instagram, Real Delta Mike. He's such a good guy. Then October 4th, the next day is the Toronto Aviation Airline Collectible Show. October 10th is the Minneapolis St. Paul Aviation Collectible Show. October 10th also is the Vienna Aviation Collectors Day. God, I gotta stop. Alright, sorry, I'm just hand holding this right now. Then October 24th, you have the British Columbia Aviation Expo. That is not the same Aviation Expo as this. That's just basically like a whole different thing. October 31st is also Halloween, is the Wings Over Rindhor Aviation Collectors Fair. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing that. November 7th is the Houston Airline Collectibles Show. Yeehaw. That's the emoji, but anyway. Then November 14th is the Frankfurt Aviation Collectors Fair. November 24th is the Heathrow Aircraft Enthusiast Fair. November 29th is Zurich Aviation Collectors Fair. And then that's it for 2026, and then there's 2027, where we have February 6th, the LAX Collectible Show. February 7th is the Swindon Military Aviation Fair. February 21st is the Amsterdam Aviation Collectors Fair. I believe the biggest European collectors show. I'd love to go to that, but the problem is, I love to take direct flights and not do any connections. For some reason, well, I mean, I kind of get it, considering, the biggest airline alliance out of Denver is Star Alliance. That's pretty much why we have, like, most of our international airlines are like Star Alliance, like Lufthansa, Turkish, Copa, Air Canada, like stuff like that. But anyway, then March 13th through the 14th is the Aero Collector in Paris. March 21st is the Heathrow Air Enthusiast Fair. April 11th is the Tessendero Ham Aviation Day Aero Collectors Fair. April 18th is the Gatwick Aviation Fair. April 25th is the Dallas-Fort Worth Airline Collectibles Show and Sale. See, I'm thinking about doing this one. I don't know about you guys. The New York Airline Transportation Collectibles Show, back for a second year, is the Detroit Airline Show. May 29th is the Brussels Aviation Collectibles Show. And then, there's actually already a few announced past. Aviation Expo 2027 in Dallas. Then we also have the Vancouver Aviation Collectibles Show, October 24th. October 30th, the Wings Over Ring Roar Aviation Collectibles Fair. And then November 13th, the Frankfurt Aviation Collectibles Fair. Whew. Man, that was a lot to go through. And then if you want to, like, contact them, there's basically your things, and then here's, like, a bunch of, like, the highlights, stuff like that. But that'll do it. Overall, we're just so excited. Well, I am, and probably a bunch of other people, for what Aviation Expo will be like in the future, and only great things will be on the horizon. And with that being said, I'd like to say thank you very much all for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.